Hello and happy Wednesday to you. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. If this is your first time joining one of my live broadcasts, my name is Stephen A. Hart. I'm a marketer, podcaster, brand strategist, self-labeled best dad ever. And I go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. On Fridays, we typically will do our traditional Trailblazers.fm podcast interview over live stream. And so if you're not presently following or subscribing to me across social, I invite you to do so. Today, I wanted to take just a couple minutes and share, what to do next. I have a dog over my shoulder barking, so let me go ahead and let the dog out, and that's what happens over live stream. But today I wanted to talk just briefly about what to do next, right? When we are creating content, I'm a content marketer, and for the past 5 going on 6 years, I've been creating content in a myriad of different environments, personally with the Trailblazers.fm podcast, as well as over these live streams. And by day, I do marketing in the world of cybersecurity, and I'm creating content for many different mediums. And so we are always giving thought to, what kind of content's going to be sticky? What kind of content is going to interact, generate that kind of attention and awareness, but also engage, right? Stir conversation, have meaning, have value to the people who you're trying to speak to, what we call our audience or our tribe. And at the end of the day, whether you are creating a social post or you are developing content for your website, at the end of that engagement, at the end of you bringing awareness to a particular product or an idea, you have got to prompt the next action that you want your audience, your tribe to take, right? And that is called a call to action. Whatever you're prompting them to do next is what we call a CTA, a call to action. So that's a marketing term, but we are encouraging someone to do a particular thing, whether that's purchasing your service or your product, or it could just be signing up for your mailing list, your email list, or it could be interacting with a poll. Whatever it is, we need to call them to take a very specific action, right? And that's called a call to action. So when you're developing a social post, or you are working on your website, your personal website, oftentimes I see people will tell the world, right, about a product or a service that they have created, that they're offering to the world. And you'll write a book about the product or service, but then I'm jumping on a website, and it happens to me all too often. I get on someone's site and I see the product, but I have no idea where to click to actually purchase. And that's a problem. So on your website, you need to make sure that you are telling them about your product, but you're telling them what to do next again and again and again, right? When you scroll a professional sales page, you don't just see one button to buy. You're likely going to see buttons to buy all over the place at the top of the page, in that hero section, that area right before you scroll the page. And again, throughout a web page, you're seeing options to take that next step, take that next action. They're giving you a clear hyperlink or a button in the case of a web page, or in the case of we're all on Facebook or Instagram, you are seeing those buttons that say, hey, watch more, learn more, buy now. Those are all prompts for a call to action to take the next step, right? Good morning. I'll pause for a second. I see our tribe hopping in over on LinkedIn. Good morning, Ralston. I see you, my brother. I appreciate you hopping on. Good morning, Andre. Good morning, Annette. Good morning. I hope I pronounce this properly. Is it Teresa? Teresa, good morning. Good morning, Sheldon. Man, we've got an international audience rocking with us, from Jamaica to Canada to New Jersey to Trinidad and Tobago. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Appreciate you guys hopping on, and appreciate you guys rocking with me. What's your thoughts on a call to action? Are you using them? Good morning, Jen. I definitely encourage you to give thought when you're creating your next social post. When you are working on a website or enhancing your website, go back and look and see, one, is your copy engaging, right? Is it creating, the right kind of pull for somebody? When I write copy, right? And when I say write copy, when I'm writing out text that I hope to use in a social media post or on my website, we as marketers generally refer to that as our copy, right? Or sales copy or marketing copy. So when you're writing your messaging, your copy, and you are putting this out to the world, realize that it's about you, it's about your product, but it's not for you, right? It's for someone else. So how are you going to write that in a way that first and foremost generates awareness and attention, right? Engages them, and then has them wanting to do the next step, right? Wanting to take that next action. So before we can get to the call to action, we absolutely need to make sure that what we're putting out there has substance, right? And has the ability to pull us in. But when we get to that point, where you have that copy, the next action to take is to make sure that you're giving them that directive. You're giving them, the specific words, the specific phrases, in that flow for them to move to that next action. So Ralston says, call to action can definitely be used and applied to other disciplines. It absolutely can. It's not specific to just marketing, right? It's marketing is the act of articulating your value, whether that's you or your product or your service, whatever your offering is, to the world. And so, right, it's not specific to a particular industry or discipline, but we all need to be clear. Even if you're selling yourself in a career, in a new opportunity, a new job, when you look at the flow of how you're writing a cover letter, even, right? Let's say you're writing a resume and cover letter. What are you asking them to do next, right? When you're writing that thank you note after an interview, again, everything has a next step. How are you encouraging that conversation? And it could be in written form. It could also be in voice, right? When you're having a conversation, when you're negotiating with someone, what are you calling them to take the next action to do, right? Jennifer says, empowering language can be really helpful. You can do X with the product or service. Absolutely. So that's my word for today. I just wanted to drop some Wednesday wisdom. My dog right at the beginning of this started barking at me and wanted to go back upstairs. And I pleaded with her to let me get through this live so we can go for a walk. So I'm about to take my morning walk with this very presumptuous and angry Pomeranian. But I hope that you guys have a fantastic day. I am, days away from the launch of my personal branding course and program called Brand in Demand. I'm going to encourage you. We are a day away from the last of our 6-part video series. It's been an amazing 6-part series, lots of great information. If you are working or giving thought to working on your personal brand and you have no idea where to get started, whether you're a leader, you're a creative, or you're an entrepreneur, someone at this point in time in 2021 is Googling you, and the results that come up about you are going to leave them more or less inclined to do business with you, to partner with you, or to hire you. And so we all need to begin to do the work to build our personal brand, right? And I'm not just talking about designing a cool looking logo. That's part of it, but it's not all of it. I am working with a very tight cohort in our upcoming program. We are looking for just 25 to 30 students. So we can keep our support intact and make sure we provide you all that you need to be able to get clarity on your purpose, on your vision, on your audience. We just talked about your tribe just a minute ago. Get clear on those that you're going to serve and get very clear. So, keyword here in this foundational phase is clarity, right? Only 25% of Americans right now have clarity about their life's purpose. And so, in this first phase, in this first stage of the program, we are helping you to gain clarity on all of that. And then we move into the second phase, dealing with framing your brand, creating the right kind of messaging that we just touched on, making sure that you have all your brand, your visual brand elements defined and developed. Everything from your color and your fonts to your photography and graphics and so much more. We are going to guide you through our exact step-by-step process to build an amazing personal website, to enhance and make sure that you have a consistent and a cohesive digital footprint and online presence. And then we're going to help you create the right kind of content that's meaningful and valuable to your tribe, and help you to market that to your tribe in a way that helps you to generate and create multiple streams of income. This and so much more is packed inside our Brand in Demand program. It is the best personal branding iteration of this course that I have ever created, and I'm so excited to share that with you. So hop on over right now to brandindemand.co and put your name on our early bird waitlist and check out our 6-part video series. That is my word for today. I hope that you guys go out and make it a fantastic Wednesday. And I look forward to connecting with you guys again soon. Have a great day. Cheers.